Today, we are back with another best cards at each position right now in Madden 26. Not going to spend too much time on the intro. You guys get the premise. It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, getting started. Justin Fields. All right, I think he's the QB1 for a lot of people because of the speed. He's going to get all the same QB abilities that even the LTD Patty got yesterday, who's a 2 overall bump over him, that you're really going to use. I know some people are kind of turning to the conductor. I still think pocket's the move because there are ways around the hot routes, obviously. But if you care more about the conductor and being someone that plays in the pocket with 90 plus throw power, Mahomes is great, Allen's great, Dak is great. I wouldn't say Marino's better than any of the guys I just mentioned, but if you want to be able to get up to the 90 throw power, that's like the only debate for these guys over Fields. It really comes down to what you prefer, right? And Fields, it is possible to get him 290 throw power if you have one of his theme teams. Just, keep that in mind. But I think for the wide majority of players, Fields is going to be great. But I made a video on the QB abilities, and you can really run whoever you want as long as they're somewhat new, updated with the meta, and do get the QB abilities that, kind of make these guys all feel like pocket Deadeye is an ability that's interesting because it makes, the accuracy of Mahomes feel the same as Justin Fields if you just slap a pocket Deadeye on him. That's really what it comes down to. The throw on the run, though, is just that will matter. If you like getting outside the pocket a lot and you're running pocket Deadeye, it's obviously not going to save you there. So that's where guys like Patty, a little bit more consistent, but I think for a vast majority of players, Fields is going to feel a lot better. Before we get into the running backs, if you are looking to add any of the cards from today's video to your team, head over to MMOEXP. And of course, use my code Ferdy at checkout for 6% off. A link for their website is down in the description. At running back, I'm going to go Christian McCaffrey here. If we take a look at the running back landscape, again, you have other options, and because all the abilities are virtually the same, it's pretty, you can pretty much use whoever you want, right? That's the way I view it. But Christian McCaffrey can do the most because he has the pass catching stats as well, the good juke move, a good height with high acceleration and high speed. However, if you are running the Crystal team with Saquon, just use Saquon. I never actually looked at Saquon's card too in depth, to be completely honest. I didn't realize his acceleration was so low. But for what he does to the rest of your team, if you have Saquon, just use Saquon, right? That's what I will say. Just use him. He's a okay pass catcher, has the juke move threshold, good height, good weight, all that stuff. But I think if we were just to eliminate theme teams and look at who the best running back is, it's Christian McCaffrey because he's able to do the most and hits every, checks every box for a running back. Wide receiver, Amari Cooper definitely is number one right now in this game. All 32 team chems. Look at the route running. Juke move threshold 6'1", so 89, 90, 91 speed potentially for Amari Cooper with a good height, good route running, just a really good card in the abilities. If you are running wide receiver abilities, what are you running? And has anyone tried Route Tech yet? Is Route Tech good? Let me know. All right, T. Higgins definitely makes it here today. 6'4", gets the quick spin, and then he does get all 32, so I view this card like he has 87 speed. That's how I always do the 32 team chem players. So I guess I view Amari Cooper like he has 89 speed, which makes him far ahead of all the other guys. But T. Higgins is here not only because this card is absolutely busted in game, but also the quick spin is still good even after the patch. They did not patch that. They patched Air Truck. They kept this in. So spin cycle, it's all you got to put on him, and all you got to do is the non-turbo spin move, and you're going to get the greatest animation you've seen so far this year. So even though the spin's very low, he has the best spin in the game, and only I think him, a couple tight ends actually do get it, and Ted McMillan get it, but T. Higgins I think is the best and fits the most teams. Brian Thomas Jr. is up next. This dude's 6'3", 87 speed. Look at the route running, 91 mid route running, 92 deep, and an 87 juke move. I got to get this card for my Jags team. I know I will not win 10 games of the gauntlet, so I'll just buy him for whatever he's going for, unfortunately. But if Brian Thomas is he's a gauntlet card, who cares? Justin Jefferson, I would put up there next. Jefferson doesn't check every box, but Justin Jefferson cards do always play very well. That's kind of where I'm thinking with this one. Does, of course, get the custom route running animations with it being Justin Jefferson, but would have loved to have seen him have 85 juke move. Would have loved to have seen it, but JJ definitely is still very good. Tight end, Tucker Kraft is who I'm going to go with here. I think he's the most versatile. The route running, the mid route running, all that stuff is great. Even can pass block a little bit, and I wonder how his quick spin is, because Tease is at least respectable, but he does get spin cycle if you wanted to give it a try. But Tucker Kraft's the guy. If you want more of a pass catcher, deep threat tight end, I like Easy E a lot. Obviously 6'3", a little bit faster. But Tucker Kraft, this card is absolutely insane. Or even you can even go Trey McBride too. He's not bad and does get the spin cycle as well. Kind of a cheaper option, but the reason why I chose Kraft was for the run blocking, because it is much better on Kraft. All right, let's get through the offensive line. We got Trent Williams. Obviously, he's a guy. He always is a guy. Quentin Nelson's LTD, still a guy. His Redux is actually like under 300K or under 400K right now. Not bad. Elton Jenkins, also pouncy. I mean, we're kind of splitting hairs when it comes to looking at these guys, but both are great. Right guard, we got Patrick McCarry. And then right tackle, give me the 88 Membu, who has really good stats here and can even be upgraded throughout the season a little bit better. So, yeah, I would get him, and he gets all 32 as well. I think, like I mentioned in the video on Wednesday, he's my favorite choice to upgrade first for the Season 2 cards. He's insane. All right, heading over to defense. Harold Landry. This one was kind of up in the air for me. I was between Harold Landry. Even Abdul Carter was in debates. And if you're someone that would prefer to have 85 finesse move and 85 power move, Abdul could still be your guy, because I'm not too sure what your AP is doing on defense. But the reason I ultimately went with Harold Landry was for the 89 finesse move. And also he does get edge threat out the box as an ability, which for like straight up edge rushers, he's one of the very few that do get it. At this position right now. We get Michael Bennett, but he's on the slower side of things. Isaiah Thomas does get it. Cameron Jordan gets it. Oh, they gave it to this Quincy card as well. I didn't even realize that, but some guys you just don't want coming off the edge, right? There's some guys that you just don't want, like Yaha Black here. 64 speed off the edge is not scaring much of anybody. I guess these guys get it too. It's pretty interesting. Van Noy gets it. I guess some of the lower guys get it as well. But yeah, that's why I ultimately went with Harold Landry here today. That's why I chose him. All right, right edge, it's got to be Von Miller. I mean, this card gets edge threat inside stuff with 85 speed off the edge, and pretty similar, but that speed matched with the edge threat goes crazy. Again, if you're running crystals, Micah is fine, but Micah is someone that I would actually debate putting at backup and getting a new right edge, because first of all, no edge threat, and also he's abysmal against the run as well. So that's why I would choose someone like Von Miller over Micah. And also, if you only have a 50-50, no crystals, I guess you would have crystals if you had Micah. So I guess if you only have a 20 with crystals, then Von's obviously the option. Like, they'd have the same speed, right? Which is kind of crazy how fast they made Von Miller, by the way. Kind of crazy. All right, DT, Aaron Donald. His stats are good. I wish he was a little bit faster, obviously, but it's Aaron Donald. Whenever he got cards when he was playing, I mean, he would just be the best card, like the best defensive tackle in the game. So that's like his aura is kind of carrying his ranking right now. That's all I gotta say. Like that's the reason why he's here. He'll be here for a while. Like it's insane. All right, DT2. I'm gonna go Jonathan Allen here. I also really do like the 90 power moves that he's able to get, and does get a lot of the top end abilities at this position as well. Next up, Sam Linebacker. I don't like any of these guys. All right, straight up, Sam Linebacker is a terrible position. Until we get Ted Hendricks, they do not give us any good Sams. Just use Wills, just use Mikes, and of course all the elite and all the new cards will get secondary position. So I would just do that if you're using Sams. But every Sam is just so outdated and not great. That's what I'll say. But I don't have one for this position right now, honestly, because Ted's not out yet. Simple as that. All right, Mike, give me Levante David here. Of course, the 86 speed, the 85 zone coverage, 6'1", but really good COD as well. One thing that was kind of bothering me early on this year was the lack of COD on some of these users. You can definitely feel it. So Levante having it at 82 does go a long way, and then Zach Bond having it at 84 is also great with the 87 zone coverage. Another card at this position that I was kind of milling back and forth with was Milano. Has really good zone coverage, but that 66 COD does kind of scare me away from the card. I'm sure he's great, right? He's definitely good, but I don't know that. So something about the 66 COD just kind of scares me. You know what did I just click? You know what I'm saying? All right, cornerback. Give me Travis Hunter here. I just made the cornerback tier list the other day. Hunter was, I believe, at the top. Has the speed boost, 89 speed, and the best part about this card is that he can play wide receiver and corner. Would he still be? I think he would. He's debatably up here with these guys. I think he's probably 4. Nah, I would probably still take. I might actually take Travis Hunter over Justin Jefferson. I might, just because he's better after the catch. Let's compare the two. Actually, I'm actually interested to see this comparison here, because I feel like it's got to be pretty close here, unless JJ does get route tech, which he might. did I look at that earlier? I don't know if I did. But route tech's obviously pretty good. He does not. So I don't. But again, it's tough to beat being able to pay for. I mean, he's closed this. Like you're paying $360K for a top end wide receiver and corner. I feel like he's just still one of the best buys in the game. But change of directions higher. Juke move's going to be over the threshold. Jumping, he has it all. The route running it would probably go to JJ if I had to imagine. Mid, short route running is better, but still you're over the thresholds, right? So it's no big deal. And then where's deep route running? Oh, Travis Hunter actually has him there. So I would probably actually go Travis Hunter over. I would go Travis Hunter over Justin Jefferson. All right, at receiver. Denzel Ward is up next. Great card. 5'11", high man, over the zone threshold, good speed, acceleration, all that stuff. Checks all those boxes. I talked about him a lot more in the cornerback tier list I made, but flat zone, short route. And the same for Travis Hunter as well. I would go Pat Surtain here next. If you have Pat Surtain, you have at least +2 speed. So 88 speed on him at 6'2", right? So the man, the zone, it's the build. Just a really good card. He still is very, very good, but also considering what he adds and brings to your team as well is important. It is. It has to be considered. All right, free safety, give me Minka. I was also considering Ed Reed. You have Holland. You have other options here. But being able to get Minka easily over the zone coverage threshold at 6'1" does go a long way. I do like Holland. Holland plays well on my game time theme team right now. And Ed Reed, of course, is Ed Reed. He's going to move around and play crazy. But those are my three guys. I think Sean Taylor has just kind of fallen out because of the man coverage. But he's also debatably up there. As like a sub linebacker, if you want to do that with him, you could. But we now have our strong safeties. Give me Kyle Hamilton, 6'4". Has a little bit of holes in his game, but honestly just a very good card. And again, I look at him like he has 87 speed because he does get all 32. If you have this card, you know how good he plays. I would then go with Isaiah Palamau. If you want more of a traditional over-the-top guy, Branch is also great because he has that 90 zone coverage. But with the zone coverage strat card, it's easy to bump Isaiah Palamau up to 90 zone coverage, and you have that run support. If you have Palamau and Kyle Hamilton together, like I think Kyle Hamilton is probably better in the box because he has that better zone coverage, and you can user him and kind of eliminate some of the lower stats. Where Palamau, play him over the top, give him that 90 zone, or even the same as I said for Brian Branch too. You can kind of do that same thing. Derwin James, I don't like if you missed out on Hamilton, then he's like a solid sub option. But those are my options for like sub and strong safety. Kicker, Cam Little, and finally our punter is going to be Tommy Townsend here. So those are the best cards each position right now. Let me know you guys think down below. Did I miss anybody who was snubbed from the best cards today? And of course, as always, I will see you boys in the next one. Go watch these videos if you haven't yet already. And I'll see you guys. Have a good day. Goodbye.